Hello, hello, what if I entered the shot from the other side? This is my latest invention. Hello, my friends, it's me, Paul. This is my studio, Warsaw, Poland, my coffee mug. And guys, today's the day when Native Instruments released Komplete 14. Yes, I'm user of Komplete for a couple of years. I've been using this suite for a couple of years. Yes, I do believe it's absolutely amazing. It's a must for many music producers. It's the most versatile, complete music production suite mentioning instruments that are available. And yes, I'm dying to try new Komplete 14 out. So let's go for it. Did I say the most versatile suite of instruments out there? Yes, I do believe that Native Instruments Komplete is the most versatile suite of instruments out there, because you've got a sampler with tons of content. Kontakt, of course. You've got modular like synthesis with reactor. You've got different types of synthesis with massive X. FM8, you've got reverbs, compressors, EQs, and more for all acoustic, electronic, cinematic genres. Actually, having Komplete means that your studio, your production environment is more or less really kind of complete, guys. Anyway, Native Instruments Komplete 14 comes with 21 new instruments and groups of instruments, I would say, plus 10 new expansions. These are sounds and presets spread throughout the bundle. We also have to mention that Ozone 10 Standard is there with Komplete 14, as well as some plugin alliance tools, but let's not talk about them today. Also 10 new Massive X expansions. All this is available with Ultimate Collector's Edition. Then there is Ultimate version, which is slightly cut, and then you've got K14 Standard, which presents like this, and then there is K14 Select, which is the smallest one. And guys, all the new instruments, all the playable content in Komplete 14 comes with Kontakt 7. This is the new version of Native Instruments sampler, and everything that's playable as an instrument is actually a Kontakt 7 instrument in Komplete 14. There are no new synths, no new machines outside Kontakt 7. All this happens in Kontakt 7. And yes, we're gonna play it one by one, and then we're gonna get to the ones I selected, because these are going to become my favorites probably. But let's play just one preset or so from every of them. And boom, there it is, the new factory library version 2. As you can see, there are some new folders like this acoustic one with a couple of new instruments, I suppose. Of course, with a new interface as well. But you know what? No, factory library is not what I'm really using, not what I'm really interested in, so let's go forward. And as for the sampler, Kontakt 7 itself, it's got this kind of browsing things. I've got all my libraries here. I can choose the sound type or sound character. I can choose the instrument and a sampler. And guys, I have to be frank with you, I was never a fan of this browser here. I mean, it's cool, but it's not enough. It's not too fast while browsing through your instruments. This is a really, really nice addition for me. This is the main level up in the new version of Kontakt. I'm also able to create my own custom instruments in Kontakt 7, but I'll go to that later, not in that episode, because it's gonna be painfully long again. Soul Sessions, another rumpler consisting 2 layers that you can slightly edit here. This is an old idea that Native Instruments is still developing, and they are adding new and new instruments to this format. Yeah, I just took one preset to present to you. I'm not gonna stick to that for too long. Drums. Yeah, so I've got some loops. I've got separate drums here, and I've got different kits. Yeah, but this is great for some hip-hop trap music. Also, I'm not gonna use it quite often, I'm afraid. I've got something called 40s keys. I don't know why it's 40s. It's not like 40s sound. I have to read more about it. Deft Lines. I'm gonna explore this one more. It sounds very like dark tech, dark electro thing. I'm gonna mark this one as interesting too. I didn't do it before, but I will. Empire Breaks. Yeah, nice vintage breakbeat, Motown style percussion and drums. Cool, probably I'm not gonna use it too often to glaze. Ooh. I think this is vocal-based library. Yeah, lots of vocal phrases, vocal-like leads in contemporary electronic genres, so yeah, probably kind of useful tool for a contemporary producer. Ignition keys. Okay, let's go forward. Melted vibes. Yeah, something for beat producers, trap beat producers maybe. I'm not gonna use it too often, probably too. Prime bass. This is the idea of a guitar also introduced before in Native Instruments libraries. Electric mint. Nice, easygoing, relaxing electric guitar. Also very nice. I'm not gonna be the first one to use it anyway. Another electric. Okay, makes little sense, but this is more indie rock, vintage-inspired rock music. Also, not really for me. Pecknil. Yeah, there's this label, I think it's called Candy Rat, full of classical acoustic guitar artists, totally Candy Rat style. Piano colors. You know what? I'm gonna mark this too, because this is all heavily transformed piano. I suppose I'm gonna explore it more. Action Strings version 2, and I'm more than sure that I'm gonna use it, at least in some of my projects. Yeah, these are just action phrases for your strings ensemble. And it's very simple yet very effective in creating some basic runs for your strings. Sounds good, and I'm totally interested in it. The next one I'm going to be interested in, and frankly, that's going to be my favorite, because this is something really cool and new. I have not seen anything like that. It behaves really in an interesting way. I'm going to play it to you simply. And now I toss the dice. It creates the sounds, very complex, rich sounding, plus harmonies for me, and it does it in a really very pleasant, very attractive way, at least for my ear. Let's take a look, a deeper one. Here I've got chord progressions. These are not chord progressions, these are notes played. So this is D minor 7th, and stuff. This is F major with 7th. Yeah, these are chords simply. I can shuffle the order of the chords. Samples, yes, and here are the samples that are being played while I play every chord. Yes. And I can simply do the dice, so each note of each chord is played using different sound, and that's how you get this complexity. And I can imagine that I can really create quickly some really beautiful sounding things here. This is really nice, this thing. And I've got some effects here. So yeah, he left my sounds and chords, and he's giving the layer of heavily processed sound through some effects section. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna love this one. I'm gonna make it even darker green to mark it as my most favorite, probably, Ashlight. Yeah, ambient, dark tech-like things, also very nice for me. Sequis. It reminds me a bit Thomas Newman, the guy who composed music for American Beauty. East Asia. Yeah, okay. The scale layout is different, definitely. Some nice expressions out there. I'm gonna explore it more later on. Also very cool. Choir Omnia. Well, it's not a new idea. A choir of that kind has been introduced, I think, by Quantum Leap. They did the choir with syllabs. I hear no change of the sound, but I will explore it more later on. It looks really also interesting. It sounds really very nice. And the last one, that's probably my second favorite next to Playbox. Very cinematic, very ambient, very intimate and rich sounding. Take a listen. Of course, you have to be careful when layering the chords, but it reminds me of this Oliver Arnolds from Spitfire, this weird evolving library, and also felt instruments, string, cello, there's violin, it's called Blisko. It's made in Poland, actually, by a friend of mine. Hello, my dear friend Tomek. Anyway, wow. This is also wow for me. Guys, that was the quickest run through new Komplete 14. Let's try to sum the things up. Yeah, okay, so all the cinematic content of new Komplete 14 and Kontakt 7, this is really something for me, and I'm gonna surely use it because I find some really nice, rich tones on there. Top sound design, as always, with native instruments. And you know, guys, this Playbox thing, it's the most interesting for me. I'm gonna dig it more. And also this last thing, what was this name? Yeah, Lores. Playbox and Lores, these are the things of my interest. But whatever you do, whether you're oriented in some acoustic genres, electronic ones, cinematic ones, you're a beat maker, whatever, there's a lot of stuff for you out there, as always with Komplete, and now it's even more. So is it worth it? Yes, it is. As always, choose your version and go for it, my friend. Take care, hope to see you soon. Bye.